Hello, Sagittarians. I hope you guys are doing wonderful and great. Welcome to October. We are just flying by, okay? Today is October 1st. Yes, I'm just doing monthly reads on October 1st. Please don't be mad at me. I'm trying my best. It has been an adventure, I'll tell you that much. With colds and all kinds of stuff going on. So basically, thank you guys for being patient. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the understanding. And thank you for the likes, the shares, and subscribes. I appreciate you more than you know. Sagittarians, all I can say is what's up with this energy? I pulled this card for Libras. So this is telling me there are some things in your life that you will be having to let go of. It's almost like an inevitable. You may not want to let go of it, but it's going to be time to let go of it. So this card comes out when we've kind of lost who we are. And it says, I am the shaman of loss. I interpret lost ideas, traditions, beliefs, and meanings, values you once cherished but have forgotten. And I can help those who are lost find themselves and those who have lost the path to rediscover it. No matter what you feel is missing in your life, I can help you replace that loss with hope. So I kind of feel like there's some major shifts going on for you Sagittarians. I attribute this card to the Justice card and to the Hangman just because of the balancing of the energies. So this is rediscovery of the truths, loss and gain, coming to terms, restorations, balance, acknowledging who we are, and allowing things to pass on and move forward. Like I say a lot with this card, not all loss is bad loss. Some things just gotta go. Okay, so this is a great time for some self-evaluation and looking within ourselves and realizing the parts that may need some balance. Now, remember the new moon was yesterday, which might, it might have some influence on the way these cards are coming out as to why this balance is like such a huge thing that's coming out for this month. So far, I haven't had like anything crazy come out. So it seems like this is going to be a month of decision making for a lot of the signs. So guys, let's go ahead and jump in to the read. Disclaimer, disclaimer, here it comes. This is a general read. It may or may not apply to you. Basically, if it doesn't, try your rising or your moon sign or wait for the oracle card just to give you a hint of hope. All right? And if you're easily offended by colorful language or content, I may not be the channel for you. I apologize, guys, that I'm drinking so much water. It's just that my throat's been getting really dry, and I'm dealing with some allergies like crazy. So, let's jump into the read. This is a 5-card spread from the past to present, hidden influence, advice, and the possible outcome for the month of October. It doesn't even want to shuffle. Okie dokie, that's going to be it. Okay, in the past, we have the 3 of Cups. Abundance. In the present, we have the Hierophant. All right, the hidden influence. Gosh, that has came up on every single one. 2 of Disc. Okay, the advice is the Carib of Disc. And the possible outcome is La Luna, the moon. And overall energy is justice. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, guys. Well, it's looking quite beautiful, to be honest. It looks really beautiful. I'm going to get y'all a little bit closer to those cards. There we go. So we have the 3 of Cups here. And for me, this is in the past. This could be anywhere from yesterday to, to about 2 to 3 months ago. But I do feel like there's a lot going on with the 3 of Cups. A lot of love, actually, because it's leading into the Hierophant. Almost like you're trying to make a decision to go the traditional route. Somebody might be thinking about proposing. So like I said, this isn't for everyone. There's going to be a lot of different messages that come out, okay? So the 3 of Cups is just plenty, abundance, pleasure, joy, celebration, birth, healing. I love saying birth, I'm sorry. Healing and friendship. So basically, this is something pretty positive coming out. For this read looks very positive. So leading you right into the Hierophant that's telling you to be more traditional. You know, this is like the religious card. This is like the Pope for some. Go to church, y'all. No, I'm just playing. Basically, this is a very interesting read. And the more I'm reading for these signs, I'm almost at a loss, guys. Like the Three of Cups leading into the Hierophant tells me somebody's getting married with the Justice card. It's a balancing of this energy. And it's almost like the advice is telling you to balance this energy. I already got 4 different messages, Lord. Lord help us all. We might be here for a while. Okay, so I'm just going to give you the overall feel of the cards, and then I'm going to go back and tell you what I'm picking up. So this 2 of disc energy, which is the hidden influence, is trying to tell you that there needs to be some balance in this decision before you go through with it. Almost like you're rushing into whatever it is, and you need to make sure that this is really what you want to do. Okay, with that being said, the advice is coming from your cherub. Now, this is the cherub that makes things happen on earth. So this is like the realistic cherub. Your earth realm cherub. Think about your Capricorn friend who's telling you, oh no, look before you leap. Plan ahead. Oh, okay. So I had 2 cards fall out for you guys, okay? So I have the Shaman of Sorrows that came out, and I'm going to kind of cover up this card just so you can see him. He was like a little dinosaur. And the Shaman of Sorrows is basically, this is what the Cherub of Disc is telling you. And this is your advice, okay? Don't get mad at me. This is, I speak to you from a place of peace, hope, and transformation, and a journey into the heart of pain, and find ways to restore you to a state of balance in which sorrows no longer hold sway in your life. Okay, so this is about finding balance, acceptance, acknowledging the pain, mourning, transcending, and having a hopeful memory. And then right when it fell out, the Ancestor of Skill also came out with it. Now, for me, when you have 2 things come out with a cherub, that means your message is very important. Now, the Ancestor of Skill wants you to merge your animalistic and your human side into one. This was like the deer man, that's what I call him. But when the Ancestor of Skill comes out for me, it's also attributed to the Justice card. You need to think outside the box. You need to develop balance and wisdom. And it says, I stand for the artistry of life itself and can teach you the best to access the single most important skill of all, knowing the art of living. Also, since there is a deer on here, have gentleness and unconditional kindness and love towards yourself. This is about survival. This is about trusting your instincts to guide you through. You need to recognize your abilities, and you need to find joy and skill in the daily living. So, both of them mention balance. Justice is what I attribute to this card because of the balance. You guys, whatever you're overindulging in, because some of you guys are overindulging in it, and some of you guys are doing a little too much of the do, you need to find some balance, because the ending is with the moon. And the moon always has a warning for us. The moon is like a danger. Watch yourself. I'm just dropping everything. So basically, the moon is kind of trying to illuminate everything that needs to be seen. I'm sorry, I'm just making a mess. And what needs to be seen right now is the fact that we have some things that are hiding, that there's some danger around us. And you see those 2 lions down there on the path? It's trying to show you something. And this is when Gilgamesh comes out heartbroken because he's lost his best friend. He doesn't know what to do. And he's praying to Sin, which is the moon god. And he's asking for help. Guys, this is like attributed to the number 9. This is the year of the number 9. This is the year that things are ending for many of us. Look up what the number 9 has in astrology and numerology. I'm not a numerologist. I just know that numbers are very important. Okay, so the possible outcome. And if you see how the Shaman of Sorrow and the Ancestor of Skill are just kind of like walking towards the moon, like, hey, we see you shining that light. And you see Gilgamesh with his hands raised up. And this is the first time ever Gilgamesh was afraid. He used to kill lions with his hands. He didn't have no fear. But this was the first time he was afraid. And he prayed. So the fact that this is the first time he prayed, and you got the Pope, I'm telling you, some of y'all got to go to church. Some of y'all got to get back into your religious belief. Well, I don't even want to say religious, spiritual beliefs, okay? But this is the moon. And what the moon is trying to tell you is intuition, baby. Insight. Pay attention to your dreams. Trust your gut. Listen to your sixth sense. You have psychic abilities and you need to learn how to use them because the moon is trying to show you something ain't right. Now, the 9 is a completion of events. You need to learn to be a little bit more independent. You need to face the situation head on, and all the answers you need are within you. Now, I feel like we gotta have some clarification. Now, the overall energy of this is justice, right? So we have justice here. This is non-Shay. This is somebody baby mama. I'm just kidding. I always refer to her as a baby mama card. Anyways, because I always say it's like going to court for baby mama. Anyways, she is here. And she is trying to tell you that you need to do the best that you need to do because it is a karmic situation. And you need to be, balanced and fair. It's integrity, equity, triumph. It's just, you're very blessed with qualities, and there's times that people reject you because you're just sometimes too smart for your own britches, okay? But for some, this is like, be careful, watch out. You need to make sure that you are being the right way because it's going to come back and bite you in the ass if you don't. It's a really pretty read, guys. So let me tell you the messages I'm getting, and then I'm going to clarify. Okay, so we have the 3 of Cups. This, if you're in a relationship, you might be balancing more than one relationship, because I always attribute the 2 of Discs to that also. And so you're here, you're overindulging, but in the present, you're like, oh shit, I really need to calm down. I really need to get married, or I really need to fit into this traditional role. How am I going to balance my lifestyle? And then the Carib is telling you there's some parts of your life you might need to let go, but you also need to merge things, and you need to love yourself through this transition, because if you don't stop overindulging in some things, there might be some danger ahead. And for some, that means court, or for some, that means that you're going to make a big mistake that you wish you wouldn't have made, okay? Now, in the past, there's some Sagittarians who found out they were being cheated on, and they were like, oh, hell to the no, I'm married, I'm going to live right, I'm going to balance myself off. I'm going to merge my ancestor skill. I'm going to mourn what I need to mourn, but I'm going to keep it moving, and I'm going to listen to the moon, and I'm going to know that there's some danger, and I'm going to take his ass to court. Okay? That's what it is for some. And for others, it's just simply a spiritual thing. I don't feel too much about relationships right now. I feel like a lot of us are trying to go get through some spirituality things that are happening in our lives, and the 3 of Cups is just an overindulgence for some. And then you want to get back to your roots. You want to get back to your spiritual self, and you want to develop a better relationship with who you are as a person. And that takes a matter of balance with the 2 of Disc. And as you're moving in through the 2 of Disc, you have a blessing with the Carib of Disc. And it's telling you, you can manifest whatever you want because you were blessed with every single skill from the heavens. Don't be so sad about what you're losing, because you're going to gain so much more. Trust your intuition. Move forward. Don't be afraid. Move with swiftness. Let the moon guide you, okay? Because justice will be served. All right? So that's kind of what I'm picking up for you guys. I know I'm probably rambling. I'm probably like, this woman makes no sense. But pick up on the one that fits you. But I'm intrigued the fact that you got the 2 of Discs, and then I have 2 Shaman cards here. Now I want to see what the Hierophant has for you in the present moment. What is the Hierophant trying to clarify? What does the Hierophant have for Sagittarians? This is inner illumination, okay, guys? All right. Well, some of y'all been overindulging and having a little bit of a little fun, and you got caught, and now the marriage is in trouble, okay? And that is only for some. The Hierophant, for me, is marriage celebration. 4 of Wands upright is a marriage and celebration. Seeing that it's overturned, for me, it's like, uh-oh, things aren't happy in the marriage because there was some overindulgence. So you might need to go and balance things out, okay? So I want to get more on the Carib of Disc, which is the advice. How do we use the Shaman of Sorrow and the Ancestor of Skill? There you go. Rethink what you're doing. If you are in love with this person, if you are in love with whatever it is, rethink what you're doing. Balance is key. I have 2 2s in a read with justice. So for me, that's like a very committed marriage, okay? So maybe they're threatening you with divorce, or maybe they're threatening you with a breakup, but there's a very strong commitment between the two of you. And if you heed the warning, if you heed it, you can save it, okay? Show me the energy behind the moon. The energy behind the moon. If you heed the warning of the moon, your marriage will be okay. This is the beginning of love again. This is fertility. This is joy. This is beauty. This is, oh my gosh, this is like you just saved the hell out of your marriage kind of situation. Whatever you had done, whatever you were doing in the past, that had to end. That has to stop. You have to realize what you have. Because if you don't in the present, that person is like the Hierophant, and they're not going to put up with it, and they're going to walk away. And you can fix it by proving that you love them, by using all the skills that you have in order to show them what it is, and losing this third party entity that's just probably not even worth it, okay? Sagittarians, you guys are always love freedom, okay? But the moon is telling you, Ace of Cups, fertility. Beware for some of you guys, if you're not trying to get nobody pregnant, beware, because justice will be served. Justice is going to happen. So, I've read what I thought of it for somebody who's in a relationship, but not in a relationship. Let's do it if you're not in a relationship, okay? Or the other energies that I see. So this is for someone who's not in a relationship. They were a part of the third party, and they found out this person was married. And now they have to rebalance themselves, and they have to learn to love themselves and treat themselves kindly with the ancestor of skill. And they need to heed the warning of the moon in order to keep themselves full of love and fertile for the next person. Because no worries, my friend, justice will be served. Okay? For others who are out there who are in this situation, this is you. This is a warning from your past that not to overindulge into anything, and to be strong and stick to your morals and stick to your traditions. Okay? Also, balancing that energy with the shaman of sorrow and the ancestor of skill, pouring love into every situation, heeding your gut feeling, heeding the warnings, heeding your dreams, your intuition, and that's going to keep you fertile, and that's going to make you feel balanced with justice, okay? So that's what I have for you guys today. Let's see what the oracle from Native, let me make sure I say it right, Native Spirit Oracle cards by Denise Linn have for you. Sagittarians, y'all are always up to something. Every time I think of Sagittarius, I think of that song, They Call Me the Wanderer. I roam around. I love y'all's energy. My moon is in Sagittarius. I'm like double fire with a little bit of air. That means I'm all over the place, huh? What's up with Sagittarians? Let's see. Offerings. I'm going to say it's time for y'all to make some peace offerings, some love offerings. Y'all need to go burn a bush outside and pray to Jesus if you don't want this to end. Or pray to Jesus that she says yes when you offer the ring. Because some of y'all are proposing. So the universe is grateful for you, Sagittarius. You are a gift to the world. Feel gratitude for everything in your life, even the things that don't seem perfect. Appreciation for everything flows through you in great bounty. Cherish the preciousness of life and everyone and everything around you, and thus you will be cherished. No matter what's happening around you, there's always something to be grateful for. Whatever you appreciate in life will grow. So discover what you're thankful for, even the people and situations you found challenging, and watch for miracles to unfold. that's what I have for you guys this month for October, Sagittarius. I hope that you enjoyed this read. I wish you nothing but the best. I pray that if you are in the relationship that you don't want it to end, I pray that much love flows in and healing flows in and peace and joy flows in. And if you're the single person who's looking for love, I pray for the same thing for you. I think it's in the way that we look at things. The overall thing of this, the overall feel and the vibe that I'm getting is that if you stick to your traditions, if you stick to your morals, if you stick to who you are as a person, you will find that love of your life. And that's what the Two of Cups is representing. And you will be fertile like the moon, okay? And you will have your justice and it will be served. But if you fall away from your morals and you go back to that past life of overindulgence, it's just not going to happen because you'll be making the wrong choices that's not getting you what you want. However, wherever you are in this process, this is a time to be thankful for the things that are working for you. This is where you focus that energy on what's working and do more of that as opposed to what's not working, because you're applying the same solutions to the same problems and you're going to keep getting the same answers, and that's not working. So you need to apply a new solution, and that would be probably the total opposite of what you're doing. However, do more of what's working and less of what's not. As dumb as that sounds, trust me, it works, okay? So big love. I'm giving you guys a hug. Invite me to the wedding. You know, I cut a mean rug. I feel like a bunch of people are getting married, and there's like a lot of people getting divorced too. But there's also celebrations for that. And if you're having barbecue, invite me. I live in Houston, Texas. All right, guys. Lots of love. Be blessed.